Escalating conflict in the Middle East. It's 2 a.m. in Israel right now, and we are watching to see how it responds to a coordinated missile strike.
Yeah, U.S. officials say Iran launched nearly 200 ballistic missiles, most of which were intercepted, but not all. We want to bring in senior reporter Teresa Woodard.
Teresa, we'll get a better idea where the vice presidential candidates stand on this tonight, but what are Texas lawmakers responding to?
Well, you know, Chris and Cynthia, elected leaders can quickly send out their statements, but now comes the really difficult and delicate work of navigating how America responds while in the midst of campaigning. Election Day is 5 weeks from today. Let's start with what the two candidates for Senate here in Texas said. First, incumbent Senator Ted Cruz, the Republican, in part saying the Iranian regime has committed an act of war against our Israeli allies. They are solely responsible for what happens next. The government of Israel has the right to respond to this attack as any country would, and the obligation to protect its citizens. The United States should stand unequivocally with our Israeli allies as they do so. Cruz's opponent, Congressman Colin Allred, a Democrat from Dallas, said, quote, "Israel is our ally, and I stand with them today as they face this attack from an increasingly belligerent and hostile Iran. Iran will face consequences for this attack. Israel has every right to defend itself, and I will keep working in Congress to make sure they have the tools and resources to do so." Clearly, these two candidates share a commitment to standing with Israel and defending Israel's right to protect itself. But their statements went on to vary slightly, with Cruz saying the Iranian regime has been appeased across the world and that policy of appeasement should be abandoned. Allred saying he will keep working to secure funding for Israel in Congress, pointing to votes he has already taken in support of aid packages for Israel and Ukraine. Tonight, this is now a critical issue in this Senate campaign, but even more critical in the presidential race. And we will see how those running mates handle this tonight. The first and likely only vice presidential debate less than 2 hours away now. How America responds will no doubt be debated.